Now, with Netflix's new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film premiering on Friday, this week I am going to be doing my reviews for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, starting with the one that really started the franchise off, and that is, of course, 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, this is directed by Tobe Hooper, who, of course, will later go on to give us the original Poltergeist. He's given us some really cool other horror films over the years as well, like The Funhouse and all. I've always loved his work. Him and Wes Craven are two of the best horror directors there is. Anyway, so yeah, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre premiered all the way back on October 1st, 1974. It's that old. Now, of course, Texas Chainsaw actually got released, like, I believe, I like to say about maybe 3 years, 3 years before, I think 3 or 4 years before Halloween got released. And this horror film, of course, really kicked off, like, I should say maybe Poltergeist probably kicked off the slash genre, but this really paved the way for iconic horror movies to come, such as, Michael Myers, such as Jason, Freddy, and even Chucky and all. And loads of directors nowadays will tell you that Texas Chainsaw was an influence to them as, a director. And so, yeah, the original it holds a place in my heart. I've always dug it. I mean, the character of Leatherface is one of the most iconic horror villains there is. Like, he doesn't use just a regular, like, he's not like Jason where he uses a hockey mask. He doesn't wear a Halloween mask like Michael Myers. The mask he uses is literally people's faces. And, I mean, the character of Leatherface is loosely who was one, I'm not going to go into any details, but he was one sicko. Anyway, now, I mean, the character of Ed Gein was also pretty much loosely also inspired by other horror, films like Psycho and all. But anyway, now Leatherface is, of course, portrayed by Gunnar Hansen, who is so good as this role. Like, he really good. Sets out with their friends to investigate, and so after like a detour to their family's old farmhouse, they end up discovering a group. They pretty much end up discovering a group of outcasts living next door, and so the group is pretty much attacked one by one by the chainsaw wielding maniac named Leatherface, who like I said wears the mask of human skins. And so they must do everything they could do to escape from this maniac. Who, by the way, the narrator is, of course, John Larroquette from. I had never knew that the narrator of the original Texas Chainsaw was the guy from Night Court. I never even knew that until like they announced that he's reprising his role for the new one. I'm like, wait, the guy from Night Court was literally the narrator? I mean, learn something new every day, people. Anyway, and yeah, Marilyn Burns, of course, is pretty much one of the most iconic, Finer Girls. She pretty much paved the way for other iconic Finer Girls, to come. From, of course, from Alice Harding in Friday the 13th to Laurie Strode in Halloween to Sydney in Scream. I mean, there's so many great Finer Girls around, and really sadly, I think paved the way for the Finer Girl genre. But anyway, yeah, the kills in this thing, obviously it's not like as gruesome because the 70s like always when it's just so crazy to watch, like, and it was like so controversial. Always starting wants to know, where horror movies nowadays got their stuff from. Go watch the original. It's just, of course, one of the most iconic horror villains there is. So, yeah. But let me leave it to you guys. Have you ever seen Night? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is C-Movies and sign out.